Hey guys, Non-Zero here, bringing you my first UU live. So UU is a tier that's changed pretty radically in the recent couple of days based on the tier changes. So like mons like Xurkitree, Buzzwole, Mega Sceptile, Mega Pidgeot, Mamoswine, all of those have been introduced to the tier. So things are pretty crazy right now. I have a feeling some of those are going to get banned pretty quickly, but until then, we've got really interesting meta going on, and I went ahead and whipped up the squad. Some nice blue and purple mons going on here. We have the main win condition, Archie, the Jolly Mega Sharpedo. Jolly just to outspeed Scarf Crocodile. And now we got Stealth Rock, Shukaberry, Cobalion, Choice Scarf, Nidoking for all those, Z Hypnosis, Xurkitrees that are running around. And in general, it's just a really good revenge killer. This team is weak to Scarf Hydreigon, I've found, as well as it's also weak to Mamoswine, weak to Webs, and definitely a couple of issues with this team. I haven't really been laddering too long. I'm only like 1400, I think. So, but anyways, this team has been a lot of fun, especially these last couple of months. Spadef, Gliscor, Bulky Specs, Primarina, and finally Tangrowth. The Tangela, not Tangrowth, Tangela, Tangrowth the Junior. This thing, in the UU tier, this thing acts exactly like Rocky Helmet Tangrowth used to act in the OU tier, which is just like a pivot into any physical threat. Like this thing can 1v1 Scizors. Mainly the idea is it 1v1s Crocodiles and Gliscors, which otherwise this team is pretty weak to, especially Gliscor. Because I used to have a Mandibuzz in this position with like some combination of Toxic, U-Turn, Whirlwind, Roost, Defog, Foul Play, those type moves, but and Rocky Helmet. But I ended up swapping it out for this thing because the team was at that point really weak to Gliscor. Anyways, hopefully we can see Tangle putting in some work, Gliscor putting in some work, Nidoking putting in some work, Sharpedo putting in some work. Hopefully we can see everything. Doing some good things this live, so let's go ahead and see if we can get a couple of battles. I think I've lost count at this point how many times I've recorded this, but yeah, just having a bit of difficulties with my recording software, so but let's see if we can have some fun with a UU live here. See if we can find a battle. If we don't find a battle in a bit, then I'll probably just pause until we get one. But we got one here up against, oh my gosh, this is like semi-stall. Nice Umbreon. So I think definitely a plan is going to be toxicking the Umbreon with my Gliscor, because I don't care about Synchronize. Yeah, he looks to be Trick Room potentially, actually. Like he has Trick Room on Chandelure, on Gracelia. This is a scary team. I kind of want to get up rocks immediately, just to wear down stuff. And Cobalion's not going to be that useful anyways. So yeah, he's probably just going to be able to near one-shot me with, if he's not able to one-shot me with Drain Punch. But he gives me an attack boost instead, which is amazing. He probably predicting my switch into like Tangrowth or Gliscor, which makes sense, but this mon isn't really useful for me in this match, so that's why I'm just kind of playing recklessly with it. Now, I don't know whether I want a close combat or Iron Head. I kind of just want a close combat for damage. The question is whether Drain Punch is going, like, let's suppose that he has Assault Vest, which it looks like he could possibly be, based on that knockoff. So let's check this. Cobalion. Drain Punch probably kills, but I mean Cobalion is really bulky, so I do want to check this. So Conkeldurr, let's suppose he's Assault Vest, knockoff. Let's look at this knockoff damage. Actually, this knockoff damage is quite a lot. It's Is that banded? Hold up. I think that's potentially banded conkelder. And if that's banded conkelder, then my play here is to SD. I think. Or it's just a click Ironhead. Wait, hold up. Am I looking at this calc right? I mean, knockoff. It's got to be banded, right? Is that not banded? Shoo. I'm gonna SD again. What? Okay, well, I could have sworn that was banded, but apparently that was not banded damage. So I look like an idiot, but I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong here. Look into that later. Anyways, Moonblast is going to be able to take this conkelder out. He didn't have the best switch into that, so it's understandable that he just kind of sacked it there. I mean, that knockoff damage, I might just be getting something really wrong here. Maybe it's, nah, I'm not sure what would make that damage happen. I'm gonna switch into Tangrowth here as he spores, and now I'm gonna go to Scorpio on the poison move. It's generally my plan with Amoonguss, is just pivot around and yeah, do this type of thing. I'm just gonna keep clicking Earthquake now. Once he brings his Cresselia out, I'll click Toxic, start putting that thing on a timer. But for now, I mean, Giga Drain's gonna do absolutely nothing. So I'm just gonna see what he wants to do, you know? See how he's feeling. Because Giga Drain's not recovering him enough either. I kind of like want to go. I kind of wish I'd knocked, actually, to be honest, with my. No, I think this turn is probably going to go, yeah, onto Cresselia. I almost predicted that, but alas, it was not to be. But anyways, I should probably pull the trigger more than I do. I feel like sometimes I'm not as aggressive a player as I could be. As he goes for Thunder Wave. I'm gonna protect here, scouting for the Ice Beam, because maybe he thought he was threatening me out with Ice Beam. Yep. Okay. So obviously got a little lucky there, but in any case, I think the play here is just to go out into, you know, Primarina, which doesn't mind being burnt, or doesn't mind being paralyzed, and just click Moonblast. He could protect here. That'd be a fair play. But I do get the roll on Moonblast, and that actually knocks him out after the Moonlight, which is amazing. I'm going right back out into Scorpio here. There's no reason not to. But actually here I'm going out into Tangrowth, because I want to knock this thing off. This thing's item is annoying me. And no more leftovers for you is beautiful. Now I can go right back into Scorpio. And this is actually looking like, you know, a winnable game. Quite a winnable game, because now I can just keep Earthquaking. I'm going to protect here. just to get myself in a little bit of a healthier situation. And now I'm going to Earthquake, and he's probably going to switch out here, to be honest. So I kind of want to, I mean, I could also just protect twice, because he's probably going out into Cresselia, and you know, any damage on Cresselia is a damage. I'm not going to go hard Sharpedo, that's never a play. So I am just going to protect here. And protect once more. Psyshock. I mean, based on what I've seen, like, presumably he has Trick Room or a recovery move, which means that I could actually switch in my Sharpedo, but there's no reason to do that, because it's like my win condition, you know? No, he doesn't knock out Nidoking, so I could just go into that and get a big head off. Honestly, I think that I just got this game locked up in general. Like, he doesn't have enough, his mons aren't healthy enough to, I don't know why I just went into this. I think I just went into this to pivot out to, I don't know what. Yeah. I guess I'll go out into Primarina now, as I am now low on battery. So hold on one moment while I plug this in. Okay, now we are actually back. Making sure that we stayed plugged in was definitely a priority. Alright, so I think my play now is just to Moonblast on his Moonlight. Toxic plus the Moonblast damage is going to be wearing him down to the point where he can't recover Salmi anyway. And as soon as this thing is gone, Gliscor kind of just cleans up at that point. So that's why he goes out into Chandelure here. But oh my gosh, look at that damage. Yeah, look at that damage. Okay, I think saving this is worthwhile. Honestly, Tangela doesn't do too much, being paralyzed, etc. So I kind of just want to sack it. As he goes for Energy Ball, and if he's choiced in any way, then this is actually beautiful. I didn't predict that at all. I just was sacking this thing, but okay. That'll work. And I think we should have the game in the bag now, as my opponent disconnects. So I'm pretty sure that's a signal that we have the game in the bag. Yeah, it looks like a Trick Room team, right? With, like, you know, Chandelure and Cresselia, but I guess it never got going. I don't know. I don't know what my opponent's team idea is, but 40 seconds we should be able to pick up these points. But they did rejoin, okay. Maybe we can finish this battle off. And it looks like it is choiced in some way, because he goes for another Energy Ball, and turns out it was Scarf Chandelure. Growth Jr. putting in the work, beating Chandelure 1v1. That's not something I would have asked of Tangela, but you know, sometimes this mon delivers even when you don't ask. As Dawn Fan's gonna come in, and you're gonna take 1,000,000 from this Giga Drain if I manage to break through. Because Ice Shard's gonna do like 20. But he gets up Rocks. I think it might be a little late for Rocks. But yeah, let's go ahead and just hit him up with another Giga Drain. See, Rapid Spins my Rocks away. But once again, he shouldn't have enough mons to win this now. My Gliscor almost by itself beats these things. How do I want to play this? I think I just want to Hidden Power Fire, to be honest. His Giga Drains are doing nothing. And Hidden Power Fire, okay, Hidden Power Fire is also doing nothing. Okay, he does have the Sludge Bomb. My play is just to go to Scorpio here. He only has 5 Giga Drains too, that's another thing. He's probably going to switch into Cresselia here. Probably realizes I can't touch it. I make a bit of a play here. It's not really a play. The only thing you could do to punish this is scor. But yeah. Hard switch into my Nidoking. This gives me a Sludge Wave. And Cresselia is down. And now Amoonguss loses to Gliscor. That's going to be a good game. I'll get through these turns. Sludge Wave. Probably one more Sludge Wave will do it, as he spores me. Till the bitter end. Actually, if the Giga Drain crit, that would have been funny. But anyways, Earthquake will be able to finish the job. I'll drop a GG, but he leaves, so it is not heard. Alright, let's go ahead and see if we can find another battle. As we have one. Alright, we got a Magneton on this squad, 2 flying types. He really does not have anything for Mega Sharpedo. This is what I'm noticing. That's the first thing I noticed. We have to be careful against Scizor, because Scizor can definitely be an issue if it's SD Scizor especially. But let's see what we can do here. I'm just going to go ahead and lead off with Cobalion, maybe? Get up some rocks. Cobalion's kind of like a, you know, all-purpose lead. Because of Shuka Berry, it can usually just get up rocks pretty comfortably against almost anything. The exceptions being like Volcanion and Chandelure, that sort of thing. As he goes out to Magneton, okay. I don't know if I'm trapped or not, but even if I am trapped, I kind of just want a close combat here. As he tanks that. That's fair. And he paralyzes me. So, I didn't think he'd be able to beat me 1v1, but I was proven wrong. Ah, gosh. Alright, so my play here is just to go out into my baby growth, click Leech Seed. As he taunts me, that's fair. I'll just click Giga Drain then. Aerial Ace is not going to do enough. Should be able to beat this thing down. As my taunt ends, but I'm just going to Giga Drain again. And beat this thing 1v1. Crit kind of stinks, because it means that my growth can be pretty healthy. But let's go ahead and go out into my Scorpio here. As he U-turns again. I feel like I should maybe calc that U-turn damage in case it's banded. But actually, I feel like that U-turn damage is banded. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, this is an issue. I'm going to Earthquake here, as he's going to be able to knock me out with Hidden Power. But yeah, this is definitely an issue. And I have a feeling he's going to go hard into Latias here, and I kind of won't need to make a play actually, so I'm going to hard switch myself into Primarina, and I hope this works out. Okay, he goes into Crobat. This also works in terms of just... I feel like this also works. I want to say this also works. Go for an Ice Beam. Specs Ice Beam should be able to knock out Crobat, as it does. As Magneton can come out, as it should. This is going to be a tough one to close out. But I'm just going to go out here into my Tangrowth on the Flash Cannon and get that nice Spadef drop, you know. Beautiful Spadef drop. So my play here is just to go out into Sharpedo. and click crunch. In regular. Not let anything switch in. You've already confirmed that you're not scarf. Scissor comes out, as it should. Now the question is, do I want to save this? I probably do, right? The question is, can I save this? Which I probably can't, right? Okay, so let's look at his remaining mons. Let's think about this. If I get off a big hit on this, but then he knocks me out, how big a hit can I get off on this? That's the question. He's only showed U-turn. Is he banded though? That's the question. All these questions, I don't know. Like, protect here is never a play. The play is either switch into pre-marina. But if I switch into pre-marina, he just U-turns out. He's got a U-turn here, and if he U-turns, the question is then what's my play? I think my play has to be to crunch. Get some damage off. And based on what he goes onto here, I can then either go out into pre-marina or Nidoking. Okay, so he gives that into Latias. This gives me pre-marina. I can tank one hit. Take any one hit from this thing. He should probably sack Scissor though. As he stays in, I think I win now. Unless Bullet Punch knocks out, which it very well might. Well, never mind. Good game to my opponent. Let's see if we can get maybe 2 more for this live. Yeah. I really didn't have any option in that end game. Scizor just kind of cleaned up more or less in any scenario. Scizor is an issue for this team for sure. I'm not sure what I could have done there. Alright, we're up against Rain. Oh no, this is no good. Rain is absolutely no good. So, okay, it's like Tangrowth is a... the good news is like Tangrowth is a brilliant answer to Mega Swampert, and Primarina is a brilliant answer to Kingdra. Right, like these two things are good, but apart from that, this is kind of an issue. I kind of want to just lead off with Scorpio. I regret my decision. He's probably got rocks. He's probably going to set him up. I might play as a Toxic turn 1. As he does he? What is he doing? Is he gonna now pivot into Uxie? Because the whole point of my Gliscor lead was to Toxic Uxie. So if he now pivots into Uxie, which he... Okay. It's like, you could have just led Uxie, right? I mean, I'm not sure what this is accomplishing. I don't know what my opponent is accomplishing by doing this. I can go out into Cobalion now. Get up rocks. Or do I just want to protect? Now he's probably going to Rain Dance, right? Kind of want to protect though. Protect and then Toxic the incoming whatever. As he's bulky. Of course he's bulky. Why is this mon such an issue? I gotta go hard Cobalion. And SD myself. And try SD again. or just close combat? That's what I'm not sure about. This mon is such an issue. I think close combat's the play. I should have SD'd again, I think. Although he only U-turns here, so what's he going out into? If he goes out into Crocodile, he goes out into this thing. But I can get a rocks versus this thing, right? I can Iron Head flinch it potentially. Okay. So what's the play here? I think the play might be to go into Mega Sharpedo. And just click Crunch. Is that the play? Kinda like that play. Yeah, okay, so I'm thinking about what happens after this Uxie goes down, because it's more than likely Damp Rock. He goes Tentacruel. I mean, Tentacruel doesn't have Swift Swim as an ability. I can just Crunch again. Or I can Protect and stall a turn of Rain, which I think I want to do. T-Spikes, okay. Interesting. I think I'll take that trade, like T-Spikes for a turn of Rain being stalled. That's the trade I will take. Because now I can Crunch again. And then I can Protect again. On his Ice Beam. And he forfeits. I was gonna Mega Evolve and Crunch next turn. Probably it doesn't knock him out, but it puts him maybe in range of rocks, I would imagine. And from there, I guess he's Specs. I don't know why you clicked Ice Beam though. I'm not gonna switch in a Tangrowth. Maybe he made a misclick. That's all I can think. Yeah, my play. The reason for my Protects is not because of the speed boost. Obviously, I already outspeed everything, but it's just to stall out the Rain. And I guess because Uxie is so low, he can never get up the Rain again. So that's probably why he ended up forfeiting. Because after the Rain's gone, I can deal with his team pretty efficiently. In any case, that's gonna be that game, and let's see if we can maybe get one last game. Did we just face this guy? I don't think so. We faced a lot of teams with these mons though. And my play is to lead off with this and get up rocks. Or do I just want to get damage off? Somehow I'm in favor of damage, because this is the main thing I get up rocks for. As he U-turns out, which is beautiful, because it gives me a bit of damage on the Swampert. I get to scout its set. It is in fact leftovers. And I get up rocks anyways, so there's that. He doesn't even scald me, which is beautiful. This should be a pretty good switch in. I don't really care too much if this is burnt. I'm just gonna Leech Seed here. And with the Leech Seed, Primarina is a decent switch in. Now Latias is getting worn down, which is beautiful. Let's see, what is the play here? I like Specs Ice Beam. It doesn't have the best switch into this at all. Yeah, Mook is going to take 10 million. Yeah, I just want to click it again. You can go out into Magneton, yeah. But he's probably going to Flash Cannon here. He doesn't really have a reason not to. I'm just going to go out into Cobalion, predicting this. And I don't know whether I want to Brox or whether I want to just close combat this thing. I kind of want to Brox a bit more. Is he Scarf? So he's able to take me down, but I do have now an answer to this. And I can just Toxic, I think. Based on that Flash Cannon damage. Yes, and we land the Toxic on Latios, which is beautiful. And now I think we can just... there are a couple of plays here. Let's see. Kind of want to keep Primarina healthy for the Pidgeot, although yeah, he's definitely going to defog here, which is unfortunate for sure. But actually, if I'm so sure he's going to defog, I should go into this thing. But I'm not that sure he's going to defog. See, that's an issue. Okay, I'm pretty sure he's going to defog, right? Why won't you defog? I'm going to protect, right? And I'm going to make the ballsy play, and I hope it works out. And it works out. Beautiful. Okay, so the reason I wanted to make this play is because now I can click myself Ice Beam. Knock this thing out. This is the Magenta Beast coming through. And with Latios gone, he switches into Swampert. If he doubles into Pidgeot, then that's a very good play. Yeah, obviously I have to pick a sack here. But I think first actually I think this is going to be my sack. The reason it's going to be my sack is because it can eat one. Protect up. As he has Roost. That is an issue. Why do you have Roost? What kind of set? Okay, this is no good actually. This is very, very bad. I should have just Toxic there potentially. Oh my goodness, I'm able... Okay, I managed to land a Toxic as he gets a low roll. So that is amazing. As I am not risking anything here. I don't want you to be sub. I don't want you to be... Exactly. I do not want you to be sub. Now I can just Roost all you, I think. Because Ice Punch... Yeah. It can't freeze me either, so... We're 1v1ing this Buzzwole. This Ice Punch Buzzwole like a champ. Except for this Focus Punch, which is going to do 10 million. So there's that. But, yeah, I think the play is still to Roost at this point. As he Ice Punches again. And we are beating this Buzzwole down. I'm gonna Focus Punch again. Does a lot. But I'm also... Yeah. I almost protected there, which would have been a little bit better in terms of just like being at a higher amount of HP. But anyways, I think having that buzzwell so low is worth everything. I can go into Primarina. Because I already showed the Ice Beam, I think it's good just to click Moonblast here. Or not. Okay. Well, special attack is lowered, which means that I think I can 1v1 him with this. I want to knock him off. These leftovers are annoying. And I'll just hidden power fire from here. Okay, so here's the situation. Here's the situation. As soon as this thing goes down, I just click Earth Power. But I need this thing for... What's this play going to be here? I'm going to click Ice Beam, which is probably what I should have clicked last time, to be honest. I just didn't think he'd switch into the mon that I revealed I had Ice Beam earlier. But, okay. So this is kind of good because it means that... Okay. So let's think about this here. How the next turns go is going to be very important. Okay, so I'm going to click Flamethrower. Flamethrower hits everything except for Swampert, and I have a good switch into Swampert. Now if he doubles back and doubles out, then I will have to pick my sack. I agree. But at that point, the Pidgeot will also go down. Okay. So, oh darn. I did not mean to do that. I'm going hard growth here, it's my only play. It is my only play, and if he switches out himself. I need this thing, don't I? Or do I? If I just can get damage off on this pert, actually. That's all I need it for. Because as soon as I get damage off on this pert, I just win with... I just win with Mega Sharpedo. This is beautiful. Alright, I think I just go to Mega Sharpedo now. And show me your switching. I'm clicking Crunch. I think Mega Sharpedo should be able to do it from here. Because Mega Sharpedo lives anyone hit from Swampert, I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on that. Well, if he Scald Burns me. Okay, if he Scald Burns me, then that's that. Actually, I might still win if he Scald Burns me. But yeah, we're able to tank an Earthquake. And we should just be able to clean up. So, Mega Sharpedo coming through in the last game. Like a champion. Yeah, Crunch deals with Magneton. And that's going to be the game. Putting us just back over 1400. Around about where we started. Okay, so that's going to be the live. Hope you guys enjoyed. The team's going to be in a paste bin if you guys want to check it out. Also, just a sneak peek. A couple of In a couple of days, I'm going to be recording a bit of a sneak peek for an app that I'm building. So look forward to that. I think it's going to be pretty fun. But in any case, until then, this has been Non-Zero. See you guys later. Peace.